right, just 2 more games for you guys. What is kind of the mission going into tonight's game, and how would you like to see this team finish going into that plan?
It's still the same mission. Execute a game plan, getting better each and every day, no matter who's out there for us. It's a big opportunity for a lot of us just to keep a rhythm and be ready when your name's called.
How important are these moments for everyone on the roster to still kind of stay, whoever's playing, to stay locked in and kind of keep kind of the rhythm heading into the postseason?
Well, that's exactly it. You have to stay locked in. You never know what can happen at any given time in this game. Somebody, God forbid, goes down or whatnot, and you have to be ready. So games like these help you prepare for those moments.
How big was it for the group to get a win over the Celtics and Hawks in the last 2 games to really solidify your positioning and allow you guys to be in this position?
Yeah, it was a big win for us for sure. Last couple of weeks, just those wins that we've collected have been big for us. Just going into this postseason, just to kind of give us a relief of we kind of knowing what's going on. So it was big for us for sure.
When you have a game like this where a guy, you mentioned, you don't know who's going to be needed. How important is it for guys who maybe haven't been getting a lot of playing time to have this moment and to take advantage of it?
I mean, it's important. Every basketball player wants to play, regardless of what situation you're in. So you get the opportunity. You have to try to go out there and play 110%. Shots fall, shots don't fall. You have to go out there, execute the game plan, and play hard.
Obviously, you guys kind of have the focus on preparing for the postseason with whoever's playing. What does it mean to still maybe finish 500, to get to 41 wins or potentially to 42 and have that winning record?
You always want to win as much games as you can. So, regardless of who we put out there tonight, we're going to go for the win for sure, of course.
It remains to see who Indiana will play as well, but what are some of the challenges that they as a team present?
Well, they're very talented. I know some of the guys over there. They very push the pace a lot, so we got to get back in transition. Obviously, they have Miles, if he plays tonight, down low where he's shot blocking ability. We got to take that into account, and they just play hard, so we got to match that intensity.
Literally only have 2 games left. What is the mindset going into tonight's game, and how you guys want to finish out the rest of this regular season before the plan?
We're just trying to continue to stay sharp, continue to get healthy, and stay ready. We got 2 games left in the postseason, but then the second season starts in the postseason. So looking forward to just getting ready to playing meaningful basketball and making sure we do the right things to get in the rhythm, get ready for this playing game.
Of course, you're from here. You get to play here in front of friends, family, and everything. I know we always talk with you about this, but still, to be able to have that opportunity to be able to play in front of your friends and family, and what is it like always being able to play here?
I don't know. I'm grateful. I appreciate it. Every time, I try not to take it for granted. Just being able to come here. I've been coming here since I was a little kid, and just being able to see my family in the crowd, my kids in the crowd, friends as well. So it's amazing. Just, still been doing this, 11 years later, and, it's still a surreal feeling.
Gary, how big was it to lock up your postseason positioning with the win over the Celtics? Last season kind of came down to the wire, but to take advantage by beating the Hawks and Celtics back-to-back, how big was that in sign of growth for this group?
I think it's huge, especially not having to deal with the stresses that we had to deal with the last game. Now we can, let some guys get some rest. We can focus on some details and make sure we're, full strength and ready to go come Tuesday.
And you touched on this a little bit with Kendra, but how big is it to use these 2 games to just iron out some small details and playing your best basketball to close out the regular season?
I think it's huge. A good thing we took care of business the past 2 games, so now we don't have that monkey on our back. We know that regardless, we're plugged into the 7th seed. So whatever we're doing right here is just doing the right things and making sure we have a rhythm and flow going into that playing game.